So what do you think of him?
Who?
You know, Austin.
Austin. Well, you know, it is different with him living here, don't you reckon? Like, it's not the same as just me and you.
I kind of know what you mean, but not,
Alright, yeah.
not really.
Okay, alright, okay. I'll give you an example, alright? I'm watching footy, right? You know, I'm just watching the footy.
Competition.
Hawthorn Melbourne. You know, but I'm just sitting back, I'm just, you know, watching the footy, and I didn't know what I was doing, you know, I was just sitting there, you know, you're sitting, you don't notice how you're sitting when you're sitting, you're just sitting. But I had my hand like that, right? And I hadn't noticed, but I had sort of leaned back, and I was sort of like, you know, I had my hand right up here, on my dick, right? But I didn't notice, I was just sitting there, just whatever. He walks into the room and comes and sits and starts watching with me. As soon as he does that, I'm like, I panic. You know, I couldn't concentrate on the footy. All I was thinking about was just, like, why have I got my hand there? Like, what's it doing there? Like, what's he going to think about my hand being there? Like, why is my hand there? What's it doing there? Like, and then I thought, you know, I should take it off. But I said, no, I can't take it off. If I take it off, then it'll look like he's caught me. You know, he's caught me with it there. You know? Whereas if it's just there, it's just, you know, it's just there, it's whatever. But then I started thinking, well, I've left it there for so long that maybe I'm all cool with it, you know, and I'm just, you know, I've got some homoerotic sort of psycho gay weird fantasy about the football, and I'm sort of, you know, this is sort of like I don't know, to conceal an erection, or I don't know, like stimulate some sort of, I don't know, stimulation. And then I thought that, you know, if I left it there for too much longer, he might think that, you know, by me leaving my hand there, I'm so comfortable with this sort of, you know, whole, you know, gay thing that I've got going on, that maybe I'm inviting Austin in, you know, I want him to be part of it. And, you know, that's what freaked me out the most.
Yeah. Quite a conundrum. What did you do?
Well, see, it was, you know, it was sort of like a bit of a stroke of genius, right? And you can write this one down if you want. What I did was I sort of just got up, right? I just got up, like that, in one movement, straight up, like that. I was just straight up, and I think, you know, it looked like spontaneity, right? And I said to him, do you want an icy pop?
Cool.
So I went over to the fridge, and I looked in the you know, the icy cold part of the fridge. But you bought Lifesaver icy poles instead of regular, you know, ice poles.
You're a fan of them, though?
Yeah, no, of course I'm a fan of them. I mean, I think I know that I'm a fan of them. Big fan of them. But, see, I don't know whether you sort of remember what they look like, but they're a bit, you know, phallic. They're sort of like you're sucking it,
Yeah, no need to go any further. I get the picture.
So I couldn't sit back down with him because I'd be right back in the snake pit, you know what I mean? We'd be sitting there licking, like, you know, poles. So, you know, I just gave him the ice pole and went straight to my room. You know, ruined the whole night. I had to watch. I had to listen to the rest of the football match on the radio.
Oh yeah, fuck that. I hate listening to footy on the radio. Any sport. Doesn't have to be footy.
Yeah.
It's all shit.
Yeah. What are you doing? There's this guy and he's just like, oh, I'm going to pitch the ball to this guy. And I could see that on the TV.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? I'm just sitting there and he's just like, yeah, and now this is happening. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's bullshit. I'm furious. It ruined my night. I was really upset about it.
Alright. You're the boss of a radio, you know, football broadcasting station.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy, your main commentator's just left. Fired. Packed up his stuff and left.
Yep.
You have to hire a new guy. So you send out the applications and you only get 2 responses. One guy's blind, one guy's deaf. Who do you hire?
What station am I at?
10. No, 7.
7. The deaf guy.
Yeah, but the deaf guy can't talk.
Yeah, but the blind guy can't see. If he can't see, he doesn't even know what's he doing. He's just sitting there like this. Doesn't even know the football game's going on. He's just like, and then, you know, and then if someone told him the football game was going on, he'd know that there was a football game going on. But if someone told him, then I'd just be there and I'd go, you that told him with the eyes, you're my new commentator.
Yeah, but the deaf guy can't talk. So even if he's like, you know, enjoying the football and he's an actual, you know, knows what's going on, he's an authority on the thing, he can't talk.
Yeah, he can't. Can't deaf people talk? They can talk. They just sort of like, like that. They can talk a little bit, so they just talk. He can talk. He's a deaf talker. He's not deaf and dumb. He's a deaf, talking deaf. I'd hire the deaf guy if he can talk. He can talk. Some of them can talk.
Yeah, okay. It's still fairly interesting philosophically.
It's not interesting philosophically. If the deaf guy can talk, then he's obviously a better commentator than the blind guy. The blind guy is just sitting there reading Braille. He doesn't have a clue. He's like, well, I mean, he just doesn't know. He's like, deaf guy's better. What were we talking about?
Austin, what do you think of him?
It's alright.